Beste mensen, daar zijn we weer. Een nieuwe ronde, nieuwe kansen met Eemland on the move. Het tweede seizoensdeel gaat starten. Ik zit hier weer met Mitch McGahan voor de... we'll switch to English. For the second part of the season. You must be rested because you had a long holiday back home.
Good. First time in when was it? Pre-COVID, so 2019, so about 5-6 years.
Wow.
A good 5.5 weeks, but equally by the end of it, it was time to come back.
Really?
Okay. There's only so much sun you can have at one time.
Really? Is that so?
It's not the case.
I know. I cherish the years in Dubai, so I'm still.
Look, it was just time. Everyone's starting to go back to work, and you're starting to think yourself, okay, I'd like to get back into work. And so it was well rested. Topped up on sunshine and everything like that.
Yeah.
Full cup, ready to tear into the second part of the season.
Nice. And getting to that, so what's what is the main things you took back from the first half?
A difficult. An interesting start, should we say? Very, very,
You're
very
so
bumpy.
politically correct, Mitch.
No, look, you try some things out, particularly when you know you've got a second preseason to go away and work on some things. Mm-hmm. Trying some things out. Some things were positive, some things weren't. We learned a little bit about the players and what they're capable of, and then how we can really kind of formulate a plan to attack the second part of the season. Yeah. We got to see what the other opposition are about, and now hopefully we've put plans in place to really go out and attack the second part and continue that quest for the top four and for the to make the final and then hopefully win the thing.
Yeah, I think we've played everybody now, right? So we know what's going on and what.
Still to play Cass.
Okay.
We play them back-to-back weekends. So here on King's Night, and then the following weekend up in Cass. So that's the only unknown quantity for want of a better term. But with the video and things we've seen, we've got a fairly good idea of what they're about and what they're doing. Yeah. But everyone's seen, everyone played. Everyone knows us, we know them. So
yeah, there we go. Indeed, I think we were pretty complete now, right? I think people are coming back from injuries, if we had any. Yeah, that's he really loves you.
A couple back from long-term injury. Obviously, last Sunday was good to see a certain prop out there for the first time this season after what could have been quite a serious injury. So to get him back onto the field is always a positive. A couple of new additions from the Colts that have been dispensated up, which is also good to see. And like you said, a few more returning players coming back into the fold, and maybe a returning player to finish off the season for us in the centres, but we'll wait and see what the ruling is on that one.
That's a new one too. Indeed. So last week, I don't know if everybody was there. We played Utrecht that was a future game. But as we have a reasonably young first team, we were able to more or less have a practice play against them.
Yeah. No, very beneficial. We obviously knew we had this in a catch-up game against Koi. We sit well within the laws and the rules as stipulated by the competition on the who can play and who can't play. Yeah. Obviously, it is an under 24 competition, and as you said, we've got quite a lot of guys who are very experienced. That front row or the potential of a front row of Delano Vitsa and Henry Leaf. It may look 34, but no, they are in fact 24.
Yeah, no, indeed.
So that's always positive to be able to have head outs like that. Boys perform very well. We've been first half of the season. We lamented the amount of opportunities we let slip. We were very clinical on Sunday. Yeah. Of the 12 times we probably could have scored, or I felt as though we could have scored, we had the ball over the line 11. 10 of them counted. Bam, unfortunately, was.
That was a weird one, wasn't it?
Yeah, look, the fullbacks for USC's done well to get back in and whack the ball out of his hands. But again, maybe a lesson for even the more experienced players like Bam it's not over until it's over, until it's put until you put the ball down, the ref blows the whistle, it doesn't count. So, but again, a good performance, a good hit out for us, and it leads us in nicely to the challenge of Oysters.
It was a diverse game indeed. Obviously, I was there indeed. It was Eemland known for their forwards play, you being a backs coach mainly and love to diversify our way of playing. I think that came a little bit through because indeed I think 3/4 of the tries scored were all backs and wingers that actually put the ball down.
Yeah,
there's nothing to do with the forwards.
Well, I think
they set it up. Obviously,
they obviously set up. They played their part, and that's the kind of unity that we're slowly into. As I think everyone can attest to. The Eemland style of rugby and what it is, it's very forward oriented, and when the forwards are done with it, the backs the backs will get a crack at it. We're trying to change that. Yeah. It takes time. And I think we're slowly starting to see, with the advent of spring, some green shoots of attacking rugby coming to the fore.
Are you seeing that coming to fruition more?
Yeah, it is. Like I said, it's a long process. It's based around our fundamentals, and again with what's been afforded to us with this kind of second preseason, for want of a better term, is the chance to be able to hone in on those fundamentals and what we're good at. And the players have taken a real ownership of that. The coaching staff have challenged them. What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like when we're on top and when we're good? And it's something that then, as a coaching staff and as a playing group, they can hold themselves accountable to. So if it does start to go awry on the field, it's very easy conversation to have with each other out there, because coaches can't do anything on the field. No.
That's once you can set it up, but then once it's going, it's going. It's just
exactly.
Not much
it's on them, and they've done that very, very well. We're starting to see more and more of the younger players step up within leadership roles and find their voice within the team. We have a lot of experienced characters, of course, that are potentially coming to the end of their time, and those younger guys are the future, and they need to get comfortable being uncomfortable maybe in some of those leadership roles.
Funny. So bottom line, actually, if you look at it, we're more or less in transition. As a whole, I think the older ones are close to maybe. Some are not, but to retirement, and then the young ones really need to step up. The good thing is we invested a lot in those young ones.
We have. Look, a couple of years ago, the Colts obviously winning their championship. The Futures winning the championship last year. The basis of that future side were the Colts from the year before. Stands us in good stead. And even still, even the more experienced of our first team players, again, I say the likes of Jovicas and Delano, Max Vierda, who they seem to have been around for ages and played for ages. They're still under 24. And that's a really, really positive thing. They've got a lot of game experience on their belt. Now they need to add that kind of the next string to their bow, which is that leadership. And when those younger guys start looking at them, and by that, the Robin Harkers, Roderick Testegas, the Yillis, the Melvins, and they start to look up, they need to be able to step up and do what Niels and Ross and Charles have done for them so well over the years.
Cool. So what do you see as your biggest challenge this second part?
Hopefully, all three boys next week come through unscathed against the Belgians. I think I said it at the start of the season. Whoever comes out of the wreck with their side intact and not too bruised and battered with the players that they've sent to the national team will have a real chance to attack the season, the second part of the season and into the finals. Yep. We ourselves have been our own worst enemies. I think that's fine saying. Look, and
if I could, I would have pulled my hair out because we've been in the 22 so many times. We didn't finish it.
Yeah, and sometimes that's the youthful exuberance, and sometimes that's some older guys going, look, I'm going to solve it the way I know how to solve it. And look, we've all been at fault, coaching staff and players, alike, and not being able to get the performance levels that we wanted. But again, that's the beauty of having this break or this winter stop has enabled us to address those issues and find a collective way forward in doing it and what works best for what we have out there. Like I said, years gone by, we would have been able to rely on the brilliance of someone like Peter to get us out and wave his magic wand they seem to have. but we've got different styles of players and different types of players now, and it's finding the solutions with what we have.
Yeah.
So I'd say, look, the greatest test is keeping everyone fit and being able to attack the second part, because I have full faith that within the playing group, that should everyone remain fit and healthy, that we can really, we're still one of the dominant teams of the teams to watch out for in this competition.
Definitely. Mitch, thanks very much. And, well, good luck this evening.
No worries, mate. Thank you.
Take care.